Welcome back to CCRPG. We're in Lancer, coming back for the second part of this recording. The group just embarked on a mission with Concern and Valet to assault the iridium alum mine on this planet. It was made clear that they would be dealing with a few flight drones of some sort, perhaps a support MC and some artillery. The party's goal is to get in, set charges in the mine, and get out, possibly setting it up as a trap for future Manticorp incursion. We're going to go back into the action now, as where we left off was the party just reaching the ridge right before the mine. All right, we're back, guys. How you guys doing?
Ready to go.
Pretty good.
I'm in it to win it.
All right, I'm glad someone's logged in. Gamer J logged in. Oh yeah.
Is this a bad time to tell you I left my sandwich back at the miner camp? Can we turn back?
Everyone looks at each other. Do we really need Evelene?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead, turn back. That's fine.
Enjoy your sandwich.
Evelene, don't worry.
I'll
I got
wait
your
here.
sandwich as I throw it down near the mine.
Just throw it over the ridge. It gets exploded out of the air. Oh, that kind of defenses.
Evelene, they destroyed your sandwich. Get them.
No.
All right, as you come up onto the ridge, like I said, you guys are detecting 7 signatures currently. And as you approach the ridge, Concern will turn to you all and he'll pop up on your internal systems and just say, all right, they're just over the ridge. Like I said, it's almost a kind of an open shooting gallery between us and there. The drones are often stationed on the high bits, kind of overlooking the area. The mine is at the far end. The artillery is to either side of the entrance, and I don't know exactly where the support MC is. Usually it's out and about doing things. Is there anything we need to do before we start?
Can I use my long range to scout it at all, or no?
You will have to go over the ridge to get a sight line on it, and at that point we will be starting combat, because as soon as anything shows up on the artillery's rangefinders, they start attacking. So
yeah, and I have I can deploy an invisible scout drone, but it has to be to a space within line of sight, I guess. Sensors.
I will also remind you that in this system, invisibility does not mean undetectability.
Right.
Due to heat signatures and visual artifacts, invisibility is still detectable. You have to also basically take the hide action as well as being invisible if you don't want to be found. And even then, there's a chance that you'll be spotted. So keep that in mind.
I don't think my Lotus projector is going to be that useful anyway in this situation. So nothing else from me. I think what I'll do is once we crest the ridge, I'll see if I can get in range of the artillery and start trying to hack their systems.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do before you crest the ridge?
Not in particular.
No,
Guns are all loaded and everything, so.
All right, then. Here we go. As you guys come up over the ridge, it is much as Concern has laid out for you. At the far edge, you will notice some tracks leading into the main entrance to the iridium alum mine on the planet. Very quickly, your targeting data is able to put a face to a name, so to speak. There are various kind of drone flyers at the top of the at the far end of the map from you all. There is one large MC, almost crab-like in its structure, that seems to be kind of like listing about the battlefield, doing repairs, and setting something up. And you'll notice above, behind, and to the sides of the main entrance, there are two artillery platforms kind of guarding the entrance to the mine.
Okay.
One thing that I do want to make sure of, because I have noticed that Roll20 has changed some things for me. Some of the nameplate stuff has changed. Can you see the nameplates on these tokens?
I can see the nameplates for all
Half?
but
Number 3.
this dude
Yeah.
and this random turret up here.
I can't see the big loader mech either.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure the thing I was doing was actually showing it to you. Now does nope. How about now does it show up for you?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
now
that
the
one,
MC. But
Okay.
the one,
Does everything on the map currently have a name tag for you?
the turret on the left does not still.
And this dude down here.
Gotcha.
Number- yeah.
Oh,
see
I
those
didn't see
three.
him. Yeah.
Permission visible. Check. Artillery. Permission visible. C and
Go.
C.
There
All
we
right. Now is everything name tagged for you?
Yep.
Mhm.
It'll be
Yep.
a lot easier for me to track who you're attacking if you know what names to call them. So
yes,
that
yes,
is
indeed.
quite important for my end of things.
S1,
Okay.
I1, A1.
I feel bad asking this. Is that an I or an L for the drones?
I wish more things had the eyes with the hats and the bottom on it.
Yeah.
I feel like every typed text I use always does eyes that just are straight lines. I
Sans
prefer
serif.
the ones that have the lines on the top and the bottom.
Although,
But yes,
Chuck,
those are
they're-
all supposed to be eyes.
Yeah, you can tell because the S and the A's are all capitalized.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I1 through 4, there is S1 and A1 and 2. All right. Now, as a setup for the combat, all of you can place yourself anywhere that is within 5 of the bottom of the map. So you can go ahead and rearrange yourselves now at the bottom if you would like to be somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
So as
I-
you crest the ridge, you have 5 spaces of movement that you can kind of get over the ridge and set yourself in a place. It will have to be from the open area, though, Jay. So, like, see directly behind you, there is a cliff face that would have blocked you. Yeah, so you would be starting from there. Yeah, you could still make it there, so no big deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
what
as
I
long as you come
assumed.
from the
I
flat
just counted
area,
from
you can.
because it was 4, and I'm like, okay, 4, yeah, so 5.
Yeah. So you can make it 5 hexes in from the ridge section of the map. Tell me once everyone is situated where they would like to be.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
I was gonna move up 5, but I don't want to be so far away
That
from
would be too-
everyone else.
I
Yeah.
think that would be too far because it's 5 from the bottom of the map. You're already 3 up.
Oh, I'm sorry, from the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Yes. So I'll go like. Let me see.
What's the range on your tech attack?
I have sensor 20, so I'm just out of range of the artillery here, but I can move up or attack one of these insects.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I like how we're all going to
Damn.
the right.
20 is huge. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like right here is 20. Oop, no, that's the measuring tool. Right here.
Yep.
Or is it right here? One of the two.
I can like move there basically on my turn and start tech
Okay.
attacking them.
Cool. I'm ready.
All right, well, good to go. And speaking of ready, at the beginning of combat, it is your side up first to activate. I will say that for the purposes of this combat, Concern and Valet are considered to be on your team. You will have to tell me when you would like them to activate.
Okay.
Because they will be activating when it comes to your side.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Who wants
You guys
to go?
want me to do a shot first, or see what happens and then start running?
Do a shot first, like shoot someone?
Yeah.
Up to you.
You want me to make the first shot and then you can start moving up, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, you make the first shot and then I'll move up, or take a shot depending.
Okay, I will.
I could go first and try to hack those artillery turrets.
Well,
also.
I think right now we have the drones right ahead, so why don't you let me make contact first?
Sounds good.
All
Do it.
right. So, I forget. My movement is 3, so I will move. I'll dash
All right,
3
so
north.
Ryan dashes forward.
3. I should still be in range. 9. Let's see. Yeah. So I will shoot at the drone, starting with the heavy pattern laser rifle, and then I'll follow up with the assault rifle.
All right, so you're attacking I3.
Yeah, I3.
Okay.
Now that he has a name. There, cheats.
Excuse me.
And I rolled a 5.
A 5 will be well under its evasion.
Yup, I figured. I take. Well, I rolled the wrong weapon, but I still rolled a 5. I take 3 heat, not 1 heat like it says. That puts me up to 3. Then I'm just going to follow up with the assault rifle, which should be right in range. I rolled a 4, but reliable 2. So it should take at least 2 damage, unless it has armor.
So as you attack I3, you can tell that the systems have detected you as the Prometheus kind of like lumbers forward on the battlefield. Let me see where you have placed yourself. Okay. So as you kind of like run forward on the battlefield, you can see that I3 is just getting ready to take off. You blast past it with one of your rifles. It spins to one side to dodge your hit. But as you kind of just put a bunch of bullets on target, even though most of them are missing, a good one just seems to catch it in the engines, and it just fireballs on top of the pillar and crashes into the wasteland floor.
That's a good feeling.
Holy crap.
Such a good
Assault rifle for the win.
Well, that changes my strategy a bit now, doesn't it?
All right, let's turn this guy into slag. Bam, NPC destroyed. All right, anything else, Orion?
I'm just going to say, Rock, go, go. And then end my turn.
All right. We are going to come back to their side. On their side, I4 is going to activate as it is able to lift off from its position. It has its full movement and systems active. It's detecting you as the closest flat. It basically lifts off and like flips around, almost like a tiny interceptor fighter pilot kind of drone. It is going to jet in your direction, and it is going to use an ability called Impale Systems on you. It will make a tech attack. 11.
That hits.
All right, that hits your E defense. You take 3 heat, and you become jammed until the end of your next turn.
Oh no. 3 heat? It put me in the danger zone. Now I can deal extra damage. For me.
All right.
How
let's
awful.
I know.
Make sure to add jammed to you here. There we go.
One could say you're not doing so hot.
I can just
Could say that. I wouldn't, but you could have said that.
I can't use comms to talk to players. I can make attacks I can't make attacks other than improvise, grapple, or ram.
That means all your weapons are down currently. Yeah.
Until the end of my next turn, the end of its next turn.
I believe it is until the end of your next turn, but I will double check. It is jammed until the end of your next turn. So your next turn you will be jammed for.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, jam sucks. And what's the other thing? You can't take reactions or benefit from or take benefit from techs. So like if an ally tried to use bolster on you, it wouldn't work. All right, so that was its quick tech. And then it is also going to fire at you with its stinger rifles that are like under its wings, and just like as you feel it jamming, you also see the targeting system lock onto you, and kind of like in a movie, you know, when they're laying down, like when like a gunship is laying down fire, you just see the sand and dirt just go like choo 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 as like the bullets are slowly like drawing a line directly to your mech.
Yeah.
So the stinger pistol, or well, rifle for this thing, will be $16 versus your evasion.
Oh man, that's more than twice my evasion.
Oh man. Well, I don't think that's going to be a problem, because it does 1 energy damage.
Oh, and I have 1 armor.
So no damage. But you do become impaired until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
You're impaired
Wait.
and jammed.
You are now impaired and jammed.
So I received +1 difficulty on all attacks. Not that I can make any. Saves, I guess I can make those. And skill checks.
That's right. All right, so it is kind of locked onto Orion and is locking him down, who seems to have run out in front of your group as I-4 completes its action. It'll head back to your side.
All right.
every time Bob says jammed, I just get Parks and Recs like
I was
moments
just
in my head.
yeah.
I don't know why.
I was just thinking of him saying, "You got jammed."
You just got
Oh.
jammed.
Yeah, I have the specific brain disease where whenever I hear jammed, I just think of jam oozing out of a console in Spaceballs.
Baseball.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Orion took 0 damage. He's just like takes some of the jam oozing out of the console, spreads it onto a piece of bread. He's eating the sandwich.
Yeah. So while it wasn't able to do any damage to your armored mech, Orion, it did lock down your systems and shock you enough that your system is kind of malfunctioning. It seems to be kind of like basically doing just that, trying to lock you down.
Okay.
All right, who wants to go next?
One of you guys go. I'm actually going to wait. I might be the last to actually go.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, like
All right.
I actually am thinking about attacking one of the ones further away because I have an idea So if someone wants to pick on the closer one, I'm cool with that.
Oh,
I can't do
okay.
anything, so
Yeah, you're screwed.
So let me think. My speed is 6, right? Okay. And I think what I'll do is I'll move out towards the middle of the battlefield a little bit. So he's gonna sort of skitter along.
Hey, Comet, where did
Yeah.
you start?
I Control Z.
5 from the bottom.
I think I started there.
Okay.
Is that
And
good?
just show me where you walked.
Okay. So I get. I'm just taking a straight line this way.
Ooh. All right. Comet, I'm going to move you back 2 hexes.
Landmines.
Real quick.
Okay.
As you start heading that direction, all of a sudden, you aren't expecting it. You're like kind of just moving on, hustling forward. And the director's cut just all of a sudden out of all of its systems starts like throwing all these warnings at you. You take one more step forward before you can like realize what's happening. And I need you, for me, my friend, to make an agility save.
Agility save. Sure thing. Let's roll it up here. Agility 1. Oops. There we go. Okay, I rolled a 21.
21 is a success. So
Yay.
with the kind of preternatural calculation speed of your mech, you're able to like throw your mech into high gear and kind of like dash over that last bit of distance as you rocket forward, but it's not quite fast enough, as indeed you've walked over a landmine.
Hold it.
And a giant explosion is just behind you. You push forward fast enough that only your rear is singed by it, but you will still take half damage. So you take
my bum.
4 explosive damage.
Okay. 4 explosive damage. That'll take me down to 4 HP.
Only Comet could have an explosion happen in the background and walk away looking awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened too.
To be
Cool
fair, he
guys
didn't
don't
look
look
at-
at
back.
explosions.
Yeah, he didn't look at it.
But it did singe my butt, so that makes it a little less cool.
Yeah, but only all of us can see that.
Ouch! All right. So I moved there.
If you're trying to look cool, it helps not to say ouch.
Ouchies! Ouchies! I made a
Oh,
boo-boo.
diddly darn.
All right, they're still too far. That's okay. I think it might be more important that I focus on these guys first. So,
Seems like it.
let's do. What was I thinking of doing? Let's do a couple things here. I'm gonna do a full tech action, and I'm gonna use it to take 2 quick techs. So the first one will be just a lock on I4 or I2. That's the one.
I2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I2. And then the second quick action is going to be an invade on I4. So I'm going to do a tech attack against him. I'll roll that up. I rolled an 11.
Okay, so let me hit the lock on this guy first. So
Sure.
this guy gets there it is, locked on. And then what are you doing against I4?
I'm invading him.
Okay,
Cool. So I rolled a tech attack for that, and I rolled an 11.
So this is something that you find as you're breaking into it that is actually quite useful information for you as well. So you kind of like notate it. This thing being not piloted, being kind of like a remote piloted vehicle, is actually vulnerable to tech. You get +1 accuracy to any tech attacks you make against it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll an accuracy on there too.
Okay. So should I just roll it again, or
just roll a d6 and add it on top? If you didn't have an accuracy before, you have it now.
Yeah. Okay, so I rolled a 4 with the d6, so that's 11 plus 4 is 15.
15. 15 hits its E-defense for sure.
All right, great. Then I'll use the fragment signal, feed of false information, phantom signals, obscene messages to the target's computing core. They become impaired and slowed until the end of their next turn.
Impaired and slowed. Got it. So number 4, impaired and slowed. Bam, bam.
Chuck, did you say you're going after I2?
Yeah, I'm hoping that although I forgot, I wasn't expecting the landmines.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you to go after I4.
Okay.
And you could choose to ignore it or not, but I'll give you a leadership die.
Well,
I mean,
you guys both know that a single assault rifle that is still missed automatically killed I3, so you have an idea of how durable these are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was to say, I have the exact same rifle. I was just going to use that, so like I think I'm guaranteed to kill it, so I may not need that die.
That's fine, but I'm just, I'm just giving you the leadership
You
die.
have the
If you don't
option to
use it,
return,
I get
just
it back.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might end up returning.
I'm not
it
trying to
because-
think too metagame too much. I'm just thinking Astro's gonna see those mines blowing up, and he's gonna say we should take out the closer one first.
Yes.
So he's
that's a
giving
fair
you that
point.
order.
Okay.
But yeah, feel free to give it back if you don't think it's necessary. And I think that's my turn. Yep, that's. Oh, sorry. One thing, Bob, I forgot because of my prophetic scanners. The I2, since I inflicted lock on him, he's also shredded until the end of its next turn.
Shredded. Got it.
The guy that dies in one hit?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, yeah. Just want to know.
Just want to make sure, everything is in order here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure, Bob could say, hey, when they're shredded, they immediately die. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but like...
I just want to feel useful, Jay.
Dude.
All right. So this is fun. I didn't realize this was going to work this way. Fun. Okay.
That was a bad sign
S1 is going to activate the very large, it almost looks like a crab robot that is kind of by the side of the mine is going to kind of scuttle forward. And it is as it launches forward, you see it reach behind itself and open up a hatch on its back. It is going to use the ability Restock Drone as it deploys a new replacement I3 in a space adjacent to it.
Shit.
That's going to be annoying.
And then it is going to use Defensive Pulse to clear Jammed and Lock On from I2.
Okay. But not shredded.
No, it's still shredded. It's no longer locked on, but it's still shredded. So yeah, that was its two abilities. It restocked the drone, and using a kind of like a defensive signal jammer has broken the lock on I2. So that is S1's turn. And back to you guys.
All right, you want to go Chimera?
Or we can have
actually, let me
valet
go.
or concern go too. That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just think for a sec. I'm doing some quick ruler checking to see if I can reach everything I want to reach. Let's see, I move it here, which I realize I'm hiding the ruler, so I apologize. No, I cannot. Okay, I'm just gonna
Even if you hide the roller, I can see it, Chuck.
Oh, really? I didn't
The
know
DM
that.
can see it, yeah. or the
DM
GM,
sees
that is.
all. You can't hide anything from him.
Yeah, I feel like my privacy just has been invaded. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up. My movement's 4, so Chimera is going to charge forward 4, so hopefully there won't be a landmine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Waiting for the landmine confirmation.
Nothing happens. Trust me, if
Thank
something
goodness.
happens, I'll tell you.
Okay, I was worried. Thank you, Bob. And then Chimera is going to pull out his assault rifle and shoot at I4. I am not going to use the die. Like, is it just an action to return it back to Comet?
No, it's not an action. You can just return it back to me.
Okay. Well, let me see if I actually. Let's see. There's no gotcha about killing this thing, and then I'll decide to return it or not. So Chimera pulls out its assault rifle and takes some shots at I4.
All right, give me 1 second. I need to. How do I undestroy an NPC? Because I want to use the same I3 that I already had on my list. You know what? Doesn't matter. All right. Come again, Chimera?
I'm gonna shoot something with my gun.
All right, go ahead.
He takes out Comet. End of story.
I rolled an 18 against I4.
I4. All right. Yeah. You sight it up and are able to just. It is flying. You caught it mid-flight as it's like rocketing towards Orion, just kind of like hitting it with a bunch of shock bullets and locking down its system. You kind of rush between Orion and it, and your payload of bullets kind of tears one wing off of it. It just goes into a death spiral and crashes into the desert floor and just goes up in flames.
Huzzah! Comet, you can have that die back now.
Okay.
That will be. I'm trying to decide if I want to dash forward some more. I think I am. So, okay, I'm gonna go forward 4 more. So I'm gonna go and Chimera is gonna go toward the other drones and the crab bot. S1. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, give
4.
yourself a chance to step on a landmine.
Oh, where'd you go from?
From here to here. Straight line.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay. I feel better now. Good luck, guys.
I feel like you of everybody doesn't need to worry about landmines with your armor.
Yeah, I have 2 armor. I'm actually pretty good. I'm just like
It's not bad, I'll tell you that.
my luck in these kind of things has always been really bad, so I'm always a little nervous.
All right, is that it for you, Chimera?
That is it for me.
Nice. All right. I am going to have A1 is going to activate.
Uh-oh.
Need to check its range here. Oh yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay.
I don't think it's very good.
I think it's great. It is going to launch a bombardment. It can hit. Blast 2. Very nice. All right, that's very good. Blast 2 is as big as I had hoped it was. It is going to aim for the area right between Chimera and Orion, hitting both of you.
Okay.
Nuts.
And it is going to load a special Earthshaker shell in its attack. So, firstly, I'm going to roll the attack for each of you. So 1d20 plus 2 minus 1d6. So 4 versus Chimera. And 1 versus Orion.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh,
go
I
up.
actually dodged something.
Yeah.
So those are both misses. But the Earthshaker shell was fired. So both of you must also roll a hull save as it impacts the ground and sends shockwaves in either direction. Remember, Orion, that I believe your saves are screwed up right now.
Let's see. I get
1 difficulty because of
difficulty,
impaired.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 on my
So-
whole save.
Your hull save succeeds.
Hot dog.
Difficulty 1. Rolled a 15 with difficulty.
Ooh, 15 with
Nice.
difficulty. That's what you like to see. So the Earthshaker cell, it throws up debris that crashes over both of your mechs, but both of you are the armored ones. And it doesn't throw up enough shards of earth or anything impactful enough to do any damage or throw you off. Orion, it was a little bit more difficult from you, but it just wasn't enough. Maybe if it was more on target, you would have had a harder time, but you were kind of at the edge of the shockwave. So you're feeling pretty good right now.
Nice.
You bet I am.
All right. And back to you guys.
Rock, did you want to go next, or should we?
You mind if I go next so I can clear all this? Oh no, wait. No,
Wait,
you
no,
went
Rock-
first
still
this
Rock's
round.
turn.
And we
Yeah,
got Valet
also-
Concern to
Yeah,
do too.
Rock, Concern, or Valet.
Valet, go ahead.
All right,
See
Valet
what
is
he can do.
going to get set up here.
Show us your moves.
Valet doesn't have much movement. They're going to move forward. As they lumber forward, they are going to load their missile pods. See what's within range. So right now, the only thing within range for Valet is the newly deployed I3. But that's great. It fires its missile pod at I3. 7 will miss, but Valet's missile pods have reliable too. So the missile pod misses but explodes next to. He's able to detonate his missile pods midair. They don't actually have to hit anything. So as it gets close, he detonates it right alongside, and the resulting explosion tears off half of the new I3, and it just like crumbles to the ground in 2 pieces.
Nice.
All right, so that's Valet's activation. Let's see. What did you guys destroy? I3 was destroyed. So I1 and I2 are still active. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I think they want to try and take advantage of this positioning. So the other A2 is going to activate now, and it is going to repeat the same attack the other one did, targeting the same area. So let's roll against both of y'all again. All right, so this is versus Chimera. 9 versus evasion.
If it hits, it hits, I guess. Like, my evasion is 9.
Meets beats. Yep.
Yep.
And then 13 versus Orion.
Go ahead.
All right. It also has cluster munitions, so it gets additional
shocking.
damage to if it hits multiple targets. So because it's hitting 2 targets, it gets +2 to its damage, which means that both of you are going to take 7 explosive damage.
Okay, so
Oh,
I
shoot.
lose 6 health.
I guess armor counts, so D5 for me.
Yep.
All right, so
Okay.
5 damage Chimera, 6 damage Orion. So Orion, you're down to 6, I believe.
Yep.
And Chimera, you're down to 10.
That is correct.
Cool. Then I have the right numbers. I was forgetting to keep track in CompCon at first. All right. And then I need you both to roll your saves for the Earthshaker shell.
15.
15 will be a success.
Well, let's see how well I do with difficulty this time. -1.
Ooh,
Negative
not so
1
good.
will not do it, I am afraid.
Looks bad.
You are knocked prone as debris and broken earth is thrown up by the impact, sending you
That
sending you
status on
down.
the pile.
Yeah, let's just fucking dogpile Orion here.
All right, I skipped my next turn.
Fuck
I
my
get
shit
it.
up.
Things are not looking good for Team Chew Toy.
All
Yep,
right.
Yes,
Team
team-
Chew Toy. That's
Really earning their name. This fight.
at least I didn't step on a landmine.
All right. So that is yep, that's the other artillery's turn. So it's back to your side.
Yeah, concern can go.
All right. Concern is going to load up. It wants to get in. So you see it kind of lean down and activate some flight boosters on its back. And let's see here. All right, it's going to activate its prowl plus a boost and a movement. So it is going to rocket forward and then also use its move to move forward and also use its extra movement to move forward. So it's going to boost ahead 12 hexes as it kind of like dashes between everyone in your group. You see its spear kind of like loaded almost in a jousting position as it flies towards the target. And as its cape kind of like flips up around the side of it, you see it change and tinge in a weird way as it goes invisible to sensors. You still know where it is because the IFF signals and stuff, but Concern has gone invisible.
Cool.
Invisible. There we go. And then it still has an attack. It is going to prepare something. All right, that's Concern's turn, which will head back to the other side. We will watch as I1 up here is going to launch forward 6. It will boost an additional 6 as it heads towards the group. Concern is out front, so it's going to target Concern with its quick tech, trying to impale its systems. Uh, 12 versus Concern's E defense, which will hit. So Concern is jammed.
You got jammed.
Systems. And also he takes 3 heat. All right, and now it is back to you, Rock. You're the only one remaining.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay. So I'm going to boost. When I boost, because I have rapid burst jump jets, I can fly. So I'll move 10 hexes there, and then use the hide action.
You're just gonna hide it with those corpses,
There's a pillar there too. I think
but more importantly, corpses.
it looks like. Correct me if I'm wrong, because there is a token on it. But I assumed that there was a pillar under I3.
Yeah, there is a pillar directly to your northwest.
Right. And when I arrive there, I'm actually going to use that pillar as a standing point. I'm going to use my high stress mag clamps to grapple onto it and like kind of bend forward, so just my legs are holding me there. I ain't touching the ground here. Can't make me.
All right, so you land kind of like sideways on the back of the pillar.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Something like that. Yeah, and then just activate like a hide action. There's
Any enemies line of sight. Okay.
like a chance maybe one of these guys could see me, maybe, but I don't.
That's what I was checking. I wanted to see the wording, and you have hard cover because the thing you are next to is big enough to obscure you completely, and you are directly adjacent. So I'm calling that hard cover, which will allow you complete cover. So absolutely, you
Okay.
get hidden from this.
Cool.
That is good positioning. So
that is my turn.
gotcha. All right, and then the only one left visible on their team is I2. I2 is going to lift off of its pillar, shoot forward 6, and then boost another 6 as it seems to be heading towards COMET. COMET. It starts shooting the ground as its guns rev up, shooting a line towards you.
Okay.
22 versus your evasion.
Misses.
Oh my god.
I have a really good evasion.
You don't exist.
No, that hits for sure.
You will take 1 energy damage and are impaired until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Got it. 1 energy damage. This will bring me down to 3 HP. I'm impaired.
And again, impaired is difficulty on attack, saves, and skill checks.
Got it.
All right, and then he used a boost, so that is going to be his full action. And let's see, are any of you...
That's all of us.
No, there's one other thing that is going to happen. Orion, you didn't step on anything. In fact, you haven't moved, but you do hear a beep start next to you. And you look around and notice a light in the ground nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So the space to your northeast appears to have been activated remotely by something. As a mine that hasn't been stepped on yet is still adjacent to you. So you're within blast 1 of it and will have to make an agility save.
There's one thing I want to.
So anyone in this area.
it up while I'm making the save. 1. Yeah, this is not going to go good. 11.
11. Agility save. What is its save target? The save target is actually 12. You are 1 away.
Oof.
That difficulty really fucked you.
Yeah, because I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you rolled a 17 minus 6.
Oh, man. Ouch.
All right, well, you're going to take a full 8 explosive damage then, which will go down to 7 for your armor.
Where is... I'm looking for brace. Yeah, I'm going to have to brace it.
Yeah, not a bad idea since your next turn is going to be shitty because of all the status effects anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gain resistance, which will cut the damage in half, and then it applies armor, correct?
Yes, so you'll take 3 explosive.
So does it remove all... Does brace remove all of my next turn's actions? You cannot take until the end of your next turn. On that turn, you can only take 1 quick action. You cannot overcharge, move normally, take full actions, or take free actions.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you're saying next turn is going to be a single quick action in exchange for this defense.
Yeah. So I take 3 damage, which will take me down to 3 health.
All right. And then after that detonation, that's going to be the end of our round. Technically, they went last, so it comes back to your guys' side for the beginning of the next round.
May I make the first move?
Or no? Oh, you want to?
Yeah, I kind of have an action planned.
All right.
Go for it.
So, since I can only make a quick action this round, I am going to use my redundant systems upgrade, which allows me to use stabilize as a quick action.
Okay. I will remind you, you're still prone.
I am aware of that.
Okay, cool. You'll just stay prone and do everything else.
I can't move. I can't move anyways.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. So I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use one of my repair capacities to restore myself to full health. I'm back up to 17. I think brace prevents you from even moving, right?
The only way you'd be able to move is if you use that quick action as a boost.
It says you cannot overcharge, move normally.
Move normally, right.
Well,
so on your turn, you have a single quick action. If you absolutely needed to move, that quick action could be a boost.
Right.
Yeah, it basically braces on your next turn, you get a quick action, and that's it.
And then I am going to use part of stabilize allows me to remove a debuff. So I'm going to use it to remove impair since jamming ends at the end of my turn anyways. Jammed. So I am free of impairment.
All right. Yeah, you're full health and empty of conditions except prone.
Yep.
All right.
And that's it. Yep.
That'll be Orion. And then we are going to have I2 is going to activate again. Now that it is within range, it is going to use Impale Systems on COMET.
Okay.
Uh, 8 versus E-Defense.
Misses.
Your computers are too hardened for it to break in. And then as it flies past you, it knows it's already hit you with its rifle, like its energy rifle.
Yep.
So as it flies past, it is going to spin, and it is going to target the prone Orion, which will give it an additional accuracy against Orion.
If it misses with my 7 evasion, I will laugh so hard. I know it's gonna hit.
I mean, it's possible.
Definitely could.
All right.
I think you need a change of luck.
All right, so 12, and then it had 2 accuracy on that, so +4, so 16 versus your evasion.
Yeah, that hit.
All right, so that's 1 energy damage. You still have your armor, though, so no actual damage, but you are impaired again.
Okay.
All right, and that is
Does the impairment land until the end of my next turn?
until the end of your next turn, yes. So that is I2's turn. It's to your side.
All right, you guys mind if I go?
Go
Go
for
ahead.
it.
Yeah, feel free.
Right.
Rock.
Burst jump jets are going off again.
Gotcha.
So let's see, that's 7 is my normal movement. Another 7 for right there. I'm gonna use my other quick action to shoot at I1. Sheet out here. Sorry, 1 second.
All right, so yeah,
it's just
you
gonna be my
moved and
vulture
boosted
team.
and then shot, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Don't know why it went multiple times.
All right, well,
but that is.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I didn't add in accuracy or anything yet.
Okay.
It's currently a 10, but.
All right. So you're targeting I1.
Mm-hmm.
A 10 won't do it, so you'll have to roll your other stuff to see if you hit.
Okay. Just double check.
You have did you have like an accuracy or anything on there?
I'm double checking to make sure if I do or not.
And that's 1 heat, I believe, for you as well.
From the gun. Yeah.
Or the vulture, yeah. Your vulture rifle.
You don't get accuracy from attacking out of hidden, do you?
Oh, yeah, you were hidden. I will give you an accuracy roll because you came out of hidden. So go ahead and roll an accuracy on there.
Okay. Well, that's a 1.
Yeah, no, 11's still not enough. These are very evasive, little tiny, kind of little like interceptors.
That's personally fine. They'll be able to handle it. That was all extra. Now I overcharge.
Okay.
And boost again to go inside the mine.
All right. So
Get to there.
Rock, this is your first overcharge, so you'll take just 1 heat on there.
Yep. So 2 heat from this turn.
All right. So Rock is able to burst into the mine. Where did you enter, Rock? On the right side or the left side?
These are. I thought this whole area was like one.
Oh no,
big
it's
entrance.
it is. I just didn't see where your token went.
I just went straight up from here.
Straight up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That is good to know. Rock, as soon as you burst into the mine, you get past like where the like just after noonday sun is kind of like beating and kind of like blocking your sight, and you get into like the internal mines, and your eyes and sensors adjust for the internal gloom. And just ahead of you, there is a about your sized mech MC with a rifle and like a backpack full of explosives, just kind of like waiting inside the mine.
Oh. Can you back out slowly? Maybe he didn't see you.
All right, that your full turn, Rock?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, M1 is going to activate now. It is going to. So it needs. It is going to move 2 towards you so that it's like there's just like 1 space between the 2 of you.
This may be too far, but my gun has +1 accuracy too. That's what I was looking for.
Ah, okay.
Base.
All right.
Do you want me to
well,
re-roll it
you
or
can.
no?
Yeah, I'll let you go back. Roll that accuracy again.
It's 5 this time, so I'd bring it up to 15 instead of 11.
You needed the 16. You now know their evasion
Okay.
is 16.
Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunate. You could have pulled it off, but yeah, just missed
That's
it.
fine. Thanks.
So the thing with the rifle inside the mine kind of rushes towards you, but you're confused as it stops short of like coming up to engage you. As it gets within like one space of you, you see it reach back into its backpack, take out a mine, and throw it over your head to land behind you. With its other hand, it raises up a grav grenade launcher and shoots it at you. So that is going to be 8's not going to cut it, I don't think. No, you're too evasive. Now you know there's a mine directly behind you, and it shoots a grav grenade launcher like at you. You are able to like duck to the side just enough that it goes over and around your shoulder. Everyone outside, you see Rock boost into the mine, and then like 2 seconds later, a grav grenade comes shooting out of the mine, lands like 2 hexes out of the mine, and you just see an explosion that like rockets out and like pushes a bunch of dust in every direction, and then like collapses in on itself.
Well, that can't be good.
Well, I mean, Rock isn't in engagement. He's ready for a point-blank sniper rifle shot.
All right.
Oh, man.
Now you guys know what's been laying all these mines.
Yeah.
This nice fella.
I mean, in theory, if you kill him, maybe he'll stop at triggering mines too.
He'll probably stop triggering them. You could still step on them, though.
Yeah. But I mean, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm assuming I could probably just bypass and run straight past him.
You could.
Going to be dumb enough to throw mines in here, I don't think.
He's not fast enough to keep up with you.
Or that.
You can tell by looking at it. It's very purpose made. This is kind of like a beefy, blocky mech that's stood up in front of you. Rock has the soul read on him there.
Yeah, not worried about it. Yeah.
All right, so M1 has went. Who goes on your side?
I was thinking about potentially engaging S1. Just get him to stop kicking everyone else off, if that's all right.
All right. Well, Chimera, if you want to go.
I have one quick question. I was checking the rules. I wasn't sure. Like, can I overheat before I do my regular actions, or
No, overcharge is at the end of your turn.
Overcharge. Sorry. Okay. I can make this work. So Chimera is going to dash forward toward S1. So first we'll do regular movements. So that's 4. I'm going to do this slowly so you can check for mines, Bob. Not that I want you to. So let's see. 4 would be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't go any further than that. Okay.
All right.
Anything?
You're good.
Okay, then I'm going to boost another 4. So that would be, yeah, okay. Here.
All right. So as you get here, Chimera,
Okay.
you will hear a click, 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 click under your feet, and in your emergency klaxons in the additional applications of force as you kind of boost forward, heedless into the unknown. This one is. All right. Yeah, this one is an agility save.
Now, I have soft cover from Skirmisher. Does that apply here?
This is a save.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an attack against you. It's a save.
Well, it was worth a shot. Here is my agility roll. It is an 8, which I imagine didn't do it.
An 8 is not enough. You will take 8 explosive damage.
Rutrow.
which is 6 for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I have armor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, God. That's 6 is 6 damage. Okay, so
Ooh,
I'm at 4 right now.
Getting low there, Chimera.
I sure am.
You can complete your movement, but as you're running forward, just this ball of fire erupts around you. You can still get to the end of your movement if you wanted to.
Yeah, where was my movement? I looked away for a sec.
You were here.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then for my second quick action, I'm going to just pull out my assault rifle and shoot I1. But before let me shoot first, then I'll move, because the other skirmisher ability I have is allows me to move 2 more spaces before or after I shoot. I'm going to do it after. So let me shoot him first.
Okay. Shooting I1.
So it rolled a 4, which it probably doesn't hit, but I have reliable 2, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, you're just able to kind of like buzzsaw the air in its general direction, and you're sure enough of those bullets hit as you see the smoke start to pour out of its engines, and it collapses into the wasteland.
There's a day when Bob gets annoyed at assault rifles killing minions and just makes all their hit points 3.
Yeah, really.
More like
oh, weird. He's 1 hit point off now.
Yeah, I'll make them have 1 HP or something still, but I'll give them all 2 armor.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavily armored minions.
Nice.
Terrifying.
So I'm going to move 2 more spaces as part of my skirmisher ability. So I'll move to here. You please tell me that I didn't get a landmine.
No, you did not hit an additional
Thank God.
landmine.
And then finally, I'm going to overcharge, get 1 heat, and I'm going to move 4 more right in S1's face. Now, in theory, if things were sane in the world, they wouldn't put the any landmines next to the mech. But we'll see.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
you're good.
Oh, thank goodness.
So I
But
think
you didn't know.
you didn't know, but
It was a gamble.
So just reading this the other day, because I know this matters for you because you're Mr. Melee.
I am.
Mr. Melee.
That's my name.
I was just reading this today because size matters.
I take personal offense to this, Bob.
Okay, so you are still both engaged. And because it's of greater size than you, if you were trying to do more movement, you would have to stop immediately, but this is where you're going to stop anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so you are now both engaged with each other as you come up on S1.
So hopefully this means this guy won't be picking on us, at least with any of his special missiles. That's me.
All right, I'm going to activate S1. It turns on you, and you see one of its big arms just has like a gun that points at you. But as you expect it to start riddling you with bullets, instead a white goo starts shooting out of the end of it and covering your mech.
While it does that, it takes 1 armor piercing kinetic because of strike armor.
This isn't an attack.
Damn it.
Yes, it is just covering you with sealant. You must succeed on an agility save.
Oh, you know how great those are.
I so thought you said you were gonna. It released a white flag, and I was like, oh.
It immediately surrenders. All right.
I spooked it. I rolled a 4. I definitely get hit.
You are covered in sealant. You become slowed until the end of your next turn.
Oh, like I'm going to be moving anywhere.
You are now slowed. And in addition,
Oh, no
A
special moves
burst
granted by
one
talents.
area around you has become difficult terrain for the remainder of the scene.
Huh.
So now this area is covered in sealant.
Cool.
Okay, I'll steer clear.
Is there? Okay, here's the slow icon.
And
No special moves granted by talents, systems, or weapons. What does that mean? It just means I can't use any like non-standard attacks, I guess, or what?
Pretty much.
Let me look at you. You're talking about the slowed condition.
Page 78.
The only movement slowed characters can make is on their standard move. They can't boost. Yeah, you only have one movement on your turn.
That's fine.
Yeah, it means you only get your movement. You can't boost, and if you know how your gun thing lets you move before or after you shoot, that wouldn't work either. That's what that means. Any movement you get from anything doesn't work.
I'm fine with that.
All right. And then support mech S is going to also roll his recharge. Oh, I thought you were gonna roll this for me. Fine. All right, let's roll and roll 20. 1d6. 4. What does it need to get it back? 5+. Okay, it didn't work.
Oh, wow.
All right. Instead, what is going to do is it is going to try and move away. It's starting a movement adjacent to you.
Yeah, I'm going to use a reaction to cut it with my axe.
All right, go ahead.
Melee weapon. Use hit. 15.
All right, a 15 hits its evasion.
Cool. It does 10 damage. So I swing down and just whack it with my sword.
Yeah, you're fucking super powerful. Is it powered on right now?
No, it's not. I actually think I've used up all the charges. Oh, I have one charge left I haven't used yet, but I'm not using it now.
All right. Well, you just slam your axe on top of the S1, and you just see this giant gash in the side of it. You saw it was trying to like get its restock drone set up, and you just slam your axe through the back of it, destroying that hatch and like smashing into the back of it. And you have hurt it significantly. There was a little bit of armor there to slow down your attack, but you can tell you chunked it pretty hard as it scurries away from you.
I also get a Blade Master dice for that.
All right, nice. Collect your dice.
I did.
It is also going to boost.
Coward.
Yes. That's correct.
Yeah, you better run.
As it scuttles away.
Wait, did it just leave the Oh, it's just further away.
Yep. It moved and then boosted.
I thought it actually left the map. I'm like, holy crap, did I really? That's
it is not that fast. All right, back to your side. Comet, Concern, or Valet?
I'll go and see if I can do something about these turrets. Have yet to activate. So I'm impaired right now. That just means +1 difficulty to all attack saves and skill checks. Okay. So let's move up. Let me get out the roller here and see how far I need to be. I need to move up 1 to get that one. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to move up just 1. So I'm now within 20 hexes of A2. I'm in sensor range. Let me just make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, okay.
Wait, where did you move to?
I just moved up 1.
Okay, no, you're good.
Okay, and I'm going to use a full tech action, and then I'm going to use lock on A2, followed by an invade, and I'm going to use that lock on I just put on him too. So does that make sense? So I lock on first, then I do a tech attack against him, and I consume the lock on I just put on him.
Right.
Okay, so with the lock on and with my impairment, that will be an accuracy and a difficulty, which cancels each other out. So I'll roll the tech attack with no accuracy or difficulty. I roll a 16.
You will note that very similar to the other remote drone that you attacked earlier, it is also not hardened to kind of electronic assault. So go ahead and roll an accuracy.
Okay. I rolled a 3, so it's a 19 total.
19 will hit its E-defense.
Okay, so a couple things happen. First of all, since my hacker talent means that when I hit a tech attack that consumes lock-on, my target must choose to take either 2 heat or be pushed 3 squares in the direction of my choice. So it gets to choose. I'm assuming it doesn't.
It really doesn't. It has to take 2 heat.
Yeah, I figured. So it takes 2 heat. All right, and then I'm using invade, and I'm using the fragment signal. By the way, on a successful invade, it also takes 2 heat. So,
all right, it's up to 4 heat.
So it's up to 4 heat, and I'll use fragment signal, and it becomes impaired.
Impaired. Okay, it gets some difficulty
slowed,
to attack.
Technically.
I'll tell you that doesn't matter.
But yeah, I figured for the same reason it can't get pushed. It doesn't matter if it's slowed, but it is impaired. Okay. That's all for me.
Did you move, COMET?
I moved.
Okay, so you don't get your invisibility?
I don't get my invisibility. Yeah.
All right. A2 is going to activate. It is going to attempt its recharge. A 3 does not recharge it. A2 sights in on you, COMET. Okay. And yes, it can catch both you and Concern in the same bombard. So it's going to make an attack against each of you. It used to have just 1 difficulty on these attacks, but now it'll have 2 because it's impaired. All right, so this is the default roll against Concern and COMET. So Concern, 4 will miss anyway. And then COMET, 20.
Yikes.
So let's roll 2d6 for its difficulties. It loses 3, so 17 versus your evasion.
That's going to hit.
It's going to hit. All right. Well, because it had 2 targets, it is going to get a +2 to its damage. So you are going to take 7 explosive damage.
All right. So if I brace that, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to structure anyway, because I have 3 HP. So that takes me down to 0.
Ooh, yeah, you take a structure.
Yeah, so I'll take a structure. Let's see what happens. So I'll roll glancing blow. Is what I got. Roll 1d6 point of structure damage. Per point of structure damage. Oh, right.
Yeah, you need to roll a d20.
What's glancing blow?
How did you get glancing blow?
No, Todd, you roll a 1d6, and then you roll a d6. The number that you get.
Right, and I got 5, and it was a glancing blow.
You did not roll anything.
Not in roll 20. There's a roll button in CompCon. Do you want me to roll in?
Yeah,
roll
I've
20?
I've been rolling these in roll 20.
Okay. All right, 1.
It's not what you want, but it is luckily only your first structure lost, so you are stunned until the end of next turn because you are
Okay.
hit by a direct hit as the kind of debris and shattering remains of the earth behind you kind of collapse and slam into like the low section of your mech, and you're just knocked so far off balance. You're not gonna be back in this in time for the next turn.
All right, so the damage I take when I get to 0 HP, it carries over to the next. Thing,
We've
right?
been doing no.
So I'm at full
that's a
HP.
house roll thing of mine. The structure just takes you back to full health.
Okay, so I'm at full health. So I 3 damage, and I'm stunned.
That is right. Yeah, you took 1 structure damage, and are stunned.
Copy that.
All right. So that was a 2's turn, which goes back to you guys. Do you want Valet or Concern to go?
Which one do you think can kill I2?
Really, either.
We already know Valet can kill I2.
Well, let's have Valet go.
All right, Valet is going to go. Valet has very little movement, but a decent range. Let's see.
Always overcharge dash.
Oh, by the way, A2's impairment just wears off after its next turn, so since it's
good to know.
No longer impaired. Am I still impaired?
No, since your turn ended.
Okay.
You're just stunned.
I'm just
You know.
stunned now.
Right, A2 no longer impaired. Good. Is there anything that is farther away that it can use? No. So you see Valet kind of move as it kind of like locks on to I2 that has been wreaking a little bit of havoc in the back here. It's just like a single missile, like it has racks of like 8 missile pods on either shoulder. Like it is full on missile boat, right? A single missile pod door opens and just shoots a single missile that just goes next to I2, and when the missile clears, it's just gone. I2 is just destroyed.
Yeah.
It's almost like you think he's a little disappointed that he only got to shoot one thing. And he is going to take the advice to move and boost. All right, back to the other side. Artillery time. It is part of the same. Oh, no, absolutely. Absolutely, it's going to do this. First, let's roll. It's recharge. Hey, it recharges. It rolled a 6. So it's going to load an Earthshaker shell. And it is going to drop a bombardment cannon on top of Chimera.
I don't like that.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm cool with that.
It does lose 1 accuracy on this attack. So 4's not going to cut it. I'm pretty sure that misses your evasion.
It
And that would
does.
even miss me, and I'm stunned.
Yeah. You are going to have to make a hull save because of the Earthshaker shell basically exploding around you.
Sigh. 10.
Save target 11, man.
God damn it.
You are knocked prone.
Is that it?
That's what the Earthshaker does.
Okay.
He's slowed and knocked prone. I don't think he's moving next turn.
Pretty much. Does it end at the end of my turn, I assume?
You are knocked prone until you unprone yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, prone isn't. It's not like your system just corrects for being prone. It's like, oh no, I'm actually standing now. You have to stand up still.
Sorry, I'm used to like getting status effects at the end of my turn. So
no, the status effect is you're lying down.
Yeah, you have to stand
you
up.
have to use your full move action to stand up, though.
Oh no!
It's not half like it is in D&D or 5e at least.
Yeah. Okay. I have been proned and I am still slowed.
All right. It is now Concern's turn. He is unfortunately jammed, so he can't attack to anyone, and he can't use any additional attacks.
That's concerning.
Yeah, so he can't use the thing he prepared, but he can move thrice. So he is going to move, boost, and then fly, as you see him fly kind of past and around the area that's covered in sealant that you're laying in right now, Chimera. You just see this rocket past you towards S1.
Honestly, Evan's just like, get him, get that bastard.
All right, that is end of round 2. It was your side who acted last that round, so it's going to start with them this time. We are going to start with Mind Defender M1. It is not happy missing that grenade launcher, so it's going to try and shoot you again, not knowing how fast you are. So let's see how this works out, Rock. 21 versus evasion is, I think, what it basically needed.
Yeah.
All right. That is 2 explosive damage. And the grav grenade launcher has a knockback 1 effect. You are pushed back 1 space. All right.
To the mine.
And that lands you.
Yep,
that lands you on top of the mine he laid last turn. I need you to pass an agility save.
12. I assume I don't have accuracy.
Save. No, but you got exactly what you needed. So you will only take half damage from the mine, so you take an additional 4 explosive damage.
Halved?
It would have been 8. Yeah, that's what everyone else has been taking. So it was 2 from the shot and then 4 from the mine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm at 5 HP then.
All right, and then it is going to. Who's close enough? Huh, no one. Okay. It is going to lay another mine. It is going to move forward and throw another mine behind you as it lands, and you hear it click into action on the ground behind you.
All right.
All right, and that is M's turn. Is back to your side.
You guys want to let? I was gonna say let Comet go first since Comet's stunned.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
that means I'm stunned. I basically just don't do anything on my turn.
Yeah, it ends your stun.
Is something going to attack him?
I mean, we've got 2 missile launchers out here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's true.
I
I
wouldn't
have
mind
an
getting
evasion of 5, so
I wouldn't mind getting unprone just because of people with accuracy against me, but I'll do whatever.
I'm prone and impaired.
Okay, never mind.
Question: Can I do like a pilot skill check?
For what purpose? You have to have an objective.
I do. I just like, could I do something like try to figure out where the mines are by like scanning the area around me?
Lucky you, there's rules for this.
Oh, goody.
So, the Seeder's mines are invisible and cannot be targeted, but hostile characters with sensors can reveal them by succeeding on a systems check.
Okay, so I can't do that because that's like a mech thing.
And then once they're revealed, you can disarm them by succeeding on another systems check as a quick action while in the same space as it. However, if you fail this check, the mine detonates.
Okay. That's good to know for next time. All right, so I'll just take my turn. I'm stunned, so I don't do anything. But now I'm no longer stunned.
All right. Comet, no longer stunned. No longer impaired either.
Oh, yeah. Free of conditions.
Condition free. Unlike your contracts.
Yeah. They have many conditions.
Many conditions. All the green M&Ms. All right. It will be back to the other side. We are going to have the other eye die. It did. So all the interceptors are down right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate S1. It is going to attempt to recharge. 2 is not what it needed. It is going to turn. Is it close enough? Okay, it's gonna be petulant about this. It is going to scuttle a little bit backwards the way it came. Point its sealant gun at Concern and just launch sealant at him. He will need to make an agility save. Uh, 12, which is enough. So he is not sealed down by the sealant. But on hit or miss, still covers the area, making it difficult terrain. And then it will also... Your lock-on was already used up, right, Astro? You already used the lock-on on the artillery?
I did, yes.
Okay. It is going to boost to continue to move away from everything.
I'm scared.
All right. That was Mind Defender S1. Back to your side.
Mind if I go?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to stand up, unproning myself.
Nice.
For the
No
first
longer
time
prone.
in like 2 rounds. Okay. Then since I can't move, I just used my move. I guess I will just. I don't like.
If you want, I have an ability to give leadership die as a reaction on someone else's turn.
You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stabilize and reduce my heat to 0. This actually does serve a purpose other than reducing my heat to 0. I doubt I'm going to be able to hit anything this round. So that takes me from 3 heat. No, 5 heat to 0.
You were at 6.
I was at 6 heat?
Because you took 3 and 3.
Right. Okay. And that will add on another charge to my ZF4 core, which will take it to 3 charges. Fuck it. I am just going to overheat, which will give me 1 heat for overcharge, and then I'm going to boost.
All right, so you overcharge for 1.
3. I can only move 3 spaces.
Gotcha.
And with the end of my turn, I should no longer have any status effects.
That is correct. Your impaired falls off. All right.
So that puts me at 3 charges for ZF4 Solid Core. If something is still alive by the end of this, I am nuking it.
We are going to have A2 activate. Oh, that's juicy. Let's see if it's recharges.
I don't like that sound.
Hey, it
Just 3
recharges.
targets, I think.
Got a 6 on its recharge roll.
Oh, good.
A2 is going to load an Earthshaker shell and is going to target directly on top of Orion, which will also hit Valet. And oh no, nope. Hey, Orion, you're exactly the amount of spaced out you need to be. You're actually 1 hex too far in both directions.
Oh, nice.
You guys are the exact amount of spaced out that he can't hit all 3 of you, luckily.
Oh, phew.
So he's going to have to choose which group of 2 it hits. It's going to hit... I'm gonna flip a dice. 1 for the top 2, 2 for the bottom 2. 1, it's going to hit Valet and Orion.
Sweet.
So... the Bombard Cannon. So this is going to be versus Valet. 9. And then versus Orion. 1.
Okay, I'll take that.
Valet has only 8 evasion, so it is going to hit Valet. You are still both hit by the Earthshaker shell. So I'm
Hull
going to
save?
need both of you to make hull saves.
Oh, that's with difficulty. I still have the difficulty on because I've had impairment for so damn
Okay.
long.
So actually you get a 7.
Yeah, 7. So
Yeah,
I think I
because
still
the
failed that,
difficult-
which knocks me prone again.
No,
God.
7, 8, 9 because of your thing.
My total, 9. 9 should have been what it is.
Let me check to see if 9 succeeds or not. Earthshaker shell saves 11, unfortunately.
And I'm prone again.
All right. Orion knocked prone. Even though you
You're
don't
just
take
really
damage, the
sleepy.
shockwave knocks you over. Just can't hold on to this shifting artillery fire. Valet needs to make a hull save. 16. He's good.
I can't go anywhere, but I can't take damage.
Yeah, exactly. Conversely, Valet isn't knocked over, but because the artillery was targeting 2 people, it does 7 damage. It does seem that Valet is slightly shielded, but still takes a lot of damage. Like, Valet's machine is visibly hurt. All right, that is A2's turn. Back to your side.
Who hasn't gone
All right.
I
You
have-
and
You
Rock.
and
yet?
I'm gonna laugh, by the way, if I get in there and I see the generator on this next turn.
Do you want to go first, Rock?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, then I'll go then. I'm going to spend my movement to get unproned.
Yes, you are no longer prone.
I'm still slowed, so I can't go anywhere.
Well, you can make your standard movement.
That was unproning himself.
Yeah, that was unprone.
Oh, that's right. So correct.
So all I can really do is the only thing I really have left to do now is just attack, which the only thing that can reach S1 at this point would be my assault rifle. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with my assault rifle.
All right.
Where is it? There it is.
Poor S1, he doesn't even want to fight.
He's just a coward. 12.
12 will hit its evasion.
Yep, I do 3 damage.
Nice. You do 2 damage because
His
it
armor.
does have 1 armor.
Damn it. Okay, that is good to know. Maybe I will try shredding it next time when it's within range for me to actually use my nail gun.
Good idea.
Well, that's all I can do.
All right. So that is Chimera's turn. Back to
That
their
guy's
side.
going down.
The
some point.
other artillery is going to activate. It is also going to roll it up. Oh, actually, yeah, no, Orion was knocked over. Okay. 1 for the top, 2 for the bottom. 1, it's attacking Valet and Orion again. Let's see if this guy recharges. It does not recharge. But it is going to use that bombard cannon. So this is versus Valet. 4 will miss the evasion. And then Orion, you are prone, correct?
Yep, so it loses that.
So no difficulty. 5 will still miss you, though. So
Wow.
that's nice.
Oh.
The shell lands in between you and Valet, but the explosion isn't big enough to hit either of you. And it didn't have an Earthshaker shell, so no additional effect on that.
Good deal.
All right, back to your turn. Rock, Concern, or Valet?
Go ahead, Rock.
Sure. I don't mind if Valet or Concern go. It really doesn't matter if I go last at this point, so I don't know if it makes any difference if they go either, though.
I don't think Valet is doing much, and Concerned is currently stuck in glue.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my Core Siphon, which is a protocol. Get a +1 accuracy on my first attack, but receive +1 difficulty on all other attack rolls this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'll start off my turn with a quick action shot to M Jerkface.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. Okay, I can use the anti-material rifle and not be. Yep, so I'll use that. Alright, so I've rolled a 1 technically, but something I failed to mention last time, which was we haven't played in a while or had combat in a while, is I have Neuralink. I can re-roll the first range attack each round, but I have to keep the second result.
Sounds like a good time to use
I
it.
forgot you had
So
that.
I'm going to use that. So 17, I didn't roll my accuracies, which I have 2. I'm going to roll them now. I am over 20, so it is a crit.
Nice.
So it's 8 damage.
All right, yeah.
After the second damage roll. So.
And that is armor piercing, correct?
It is.
As you blast the mine layer in front of you, you can tell that it is heavily armored, but your gun does not care. You just blast through the side of it, and you see the drone mine layer kind of recoil to one side as it struggles to keep aim on you.
All right. And then at that point, I'm going to just move around it. So that's one movement. And then I can just move in deeper into the mine with another quick move, another 7.
All right, so you make an opening, blasting it in the side, and while it is struggling to regain its composure, you just activate your quick ass systems, and Rock is gone into the mine.
Nice.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, that's the last we see of Rock.
All right, anything else, Rock?
Nope.
All right.
Not unless I see a generator, I guess. So.
Well, how far do you get in?
I would use probably another overcharge to go another 7. So from the point I'm at right now on the map, I can move 14 spaces.
14 from where you are. Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll me that heat, if you would.
Yeah.
I think it's a 1d3 now.
1d3 plus 1, right? Or
No,
is it
it's a
just
1d3.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the 1d3 right now.
2.
2. All right, 2 heat for rock. Yes, you get far enough into the mine that it opens up and you realize that like this starting area that you've just entered into is like a vast underground factory almost. It opens up. It's obviously been excavated quite a bit. You're standing at a lip that is looking down. It's almost like terraced, leading down deeper and opens up. So it's almost like a reverse ziggurat that goes down into the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm not even going to ask how it's structurally sound. I'm just assuming space magic.
there are significant trusses and stuff above you, like holding the earth. But it is like a reverse ziggurat worth of excavation, like leading down into the ground in front of you. And built into and around the sides, there are like actual metal walls, like built into each one of these divots. And you do see where basically the power lines that lead down all these spider webbing cave systems that come off of this central area. You see where the wires heading off in all those different directions connect back into 2 large generators in the room you're in.
Sounds good. I don't know if yeah, this is short range. I'll just radio back to them. Found the generator room. I'll get it in just a second. There's a asshole with mines at the entrance.
All right. And concern or valet?
Doesn't matter. Let's say valet.
Valet. All right. He is going to move and boost because he needs to at this point to get anywhere. And then as he does, he gets within range of the fleeing S1.
Finish him. I have no idea what a telf is.
He has... no, the missile pod's still going to be the most effective thing here, so... he's going to fire a missile pod at it. Four will miss, but it is reliable too. So you do see it kind of explode slightly ineffectually just off the bow of S1. It is armored, so it only takes like a little bit, like 1 explosive damage off of the missile pod exploding next to it. All right, and then it is Concern's turn. Concern is in difficult terrain, but is not slowed, so can pull out all the stops here. He is going to use his Prowl Boost to move forward his speed, but difficult terrain subtracts 1 from that, so he can only do 3, and then he's going to move 3 or 4, and then he's going to boost to close and around the side and get in front of it. He entered engagement with a thing larger than hit and was able to keep moving. And yes, that is a special ability he has. He can ignore engagement from stopping his movement.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. So he blasts past this larger mech, loops around the side of it, like lands in front of it, takes his spear and kind of like holds it up wardingly. He is going to jam his spear into S1. So 16 versus evasion, that will hit. So that does. And there are no other characters adjacent to S1 when it attacks it, so his special ability Hunt activates, meaning he does extra damage to a target that's not adjacent to anyone else. So he is going to do a total of 10 kinetic damage to it.
Oof.
So he wraps around in front of it, takes his spear, and jams it through the front. As he withdraws it, you see just all the sparking systems inside of S1 as it collapses to the ground and just like stops moving.
Okay, don't mess with concern.
Eveline's just cheering over the column. She's like, yeah, got him.
All right. NPC destroyed. And that is the end of this round. Boom. All right. Beginning of the next round. Who wants to start things off?
Well, we went last, so you do.
That is correct. Your team went last. It is going to be...
Thanks a lot, Jay.
I think it's gonna have to be M1. M1 is gonna activate. Rock moved so quickly and so far out of the way, it's not going to even try to catch up to you because it knows there are other enemies afoot. You see this large kind of bulky mech trounce out the front of the entrance to the mine. It is going to boost to kind of like get itself out in the middle of things. CHIMERA, it turns to you and it is going to shoot a grav grenade launcher at you.
I don't like that. Also, can we remove the goop on the map?
The goop is still there. The goop does not dissolve because the spider mech died.
The goop is still there, but you are no longer slowed.
Yeah, you're no longer slowed. You are in the goop.
Crap. Okay. Whatever. Hit me with your best shot. Please don't hit me with your best shot.
Crit.
11 versus evasion.
Yeah, that'll hit. I am going to use a Blade Master dice to deflect the ranged attack.
Okay, and what does that do?
Deflect. As a reaction, when you're about to get hit by a ranged attack, you may roll any number of Blade Master dice. If you roll 5 or more on these dice, you gain resistance to damage, heat, burn by the attack.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll to see if you get resistance.
So I got a 1 in 3 shot. Hey, I rolled a 5.
All right, so you gain resistance and you have 2 armor?
Yep.
So how do you take 0 damage from this then, as it shoots a grenade launcher basically at you and you blade master it away?
I kind of imagine that CHIMERA literally like swings its axe like a baseball bat and just cuts the round in half.
So yeah, you basically just cut this grenade as it launches at you. You basically cut through it in such a way that it explodes, but like behind you. Like you cut it, and as you move forward, it explodes as it's pushing out behind you, and it just like warps in and blasts out, and then you're completely safe. It singes up around you a little bit, but your armor is more than enough to deflect the rest of the damage.
Hooray.
And the rest of us are just looking and thinking, that shouldn't have worked. Slicing a grenade in midair.
This is coming from Astro, who's probably in movies where
Astro's like, I could put that in a movie.
Astro's like, that's perfect.
I know, the hero
space
shot
magic.
in the next movie.
I was going to say, Astro's like, he copied that from one of my movies.
All right. Well, that was Mind Defender M1. Back to your side.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right. What do I need to be able to like bring the turrets or the generators down? Like, can I do a tech attack, or is it just like a?
You are now within sensors range of them, so you could hack them. which you would basically do an invade on them, or you can use your engineering to shut them down.
How confident are you?
I don't know what the difference would be. It's a 0. It's a +0 either way for me.
Yeah, so you have 0 systems and 0 engineering. You could either hack them with systems, or you can use engineering to mess with them to turn them off. However you think Rock would solve the problem. Then
I could, by the way, it feels a little cheaty, but I could give you a leadership die as a reaction.
You know what? That's less cheaty than you would think, because you can give it over the radio, right?
Right.
Rock did just call out to you guys over the radio saying, hey, I found the generators. So you could give an order in regard to that.
Okay, that's exactly what I'll do then. I'll say, okay, turn off those generators. Don't blow them up. Just see if you can turn them off.
I know. I say off the radio. So full tech then would be the action, or skill check?
It is actually...
I don't know what full.
It's actually a quick tech. You're using invade, basically the same thing that everyone has. It's just one of the quick thingies. So it is just going to be a D20 plus tech attack and any accuracy or difficulty versus its defense.
All right.
Since you have leadership die, you have...
So 18.
18.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Yeah, Graham, Rock, you are able to very quickly cut into the systems of the generators in here. And it's like... It's funny how, like, they're just simple generators. Like, there's no controls, really, you have access to. You can reroute the power or hit the off button. Those are your choices.
Oh, yeah, I'll just hit the off button.
Yeah. So you slice into them because it's science fiction. I'm going to call it slicing. You slice into the generators, and as you get in, you're like, got it. All right. And then you have the final phase, switch it off. You see, as a side effect, all the lights in the mine you're in go off, and you're kind of in the mine deeply now. There is no natural light here. It goes pitch black where you are. Oh, yeah. As everything just goes, and you hear these large generators just power down. And outside, all of you will see the artillery units that were just aiming up to launch more shells just go, and their barrels just lower.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to be moving anymore.
I'll say on the radio, you did it.
Sure did.
Huzzah.
All right.
Let's just clean up what's out here now.
It's just
That
one
matters
now,
the rest
right?
of my turn. I just move up and then boost up, I guess, to where I'm at now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can retrace them steps.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You just took out the 2 artillery, which were the other 2 things moving this round. Just narratively tell me how you beat M1, because you guys get 5 attacks on him before he gets to do anything.
Can I just rush
So
him
he's
and
just gonna die?
slash him with my axe? Like,
You know what? Yes, you
lashed at
can
him.
rush the guy with explosives all over him and get into melee range and axe him.
Look, he already did his
can.
action. I cut the grenade out.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not wrong.
He
Let's
sliced
see,
through
let's
a
see how
grenade,
this
and
plays
that
out for
went,
him.
that went well.
I just run up and just cut him. I just big slash across the chest, and then you guys
Chimera,
shoot him.
you dash forward at M1. You raise your axe to the sky. It tries desperately to reload its grenade launcher. You see it reach behind itself to try and grab a mine. As it's pulling a mine out of its backpack and raising its grenade launcher to shoot you, you just bat away its gun to one side, knock it off balance, and you just wedge that axe down through the shoulder blade, down through the torso, and it just like you just cut clean through it from shoulder to hip.
Nice.
This is fine.
You are very lucky you did not swing further, or you would have hit its explosive backpack.
Oh yeah, that is a concern. Yes.
That was my point.
It is after the fact when it collapses to the ground. You see the giant backpack of explosives roll away on its disembodied torso, and you're like, "Oh, glad I didn't hit that part of it."
Oopsies.
Look, I just got to cut some stuff today. That's all that's important.
At least you got to cut some stuff. I'm pretty sure
you had a very
Orion just,
important
hates
job.
desert now.
Technically,
those artillery had to shoot someone, and it wasn't going to be me, so...
look, think of it this way. We got free grenades.
He's got a good point.
Oh, wow. Okay. I can't, unfortunately, I hate this. It is annoying because it is I can't show this to the people on the podcast. But Todd, the mine looks very much exactly like the thing you just posted.
Oh,
that is what the main room looks like when you go into it, except there's less of those staircases.
For reference, if you've seen the movie The Dark Knight Rises, it's the prison that Batman is in.
Oh, is that
in the
it?
beginning of the movie, yeah.
Oh wow!
It is like
it's
like an inverse ziggurat, so it like goes down levels, going down into a pit, basically. All right. Well, you guys have done it. You have subdued the mine. We can just narrativize it from here. You guys have successfully completed the mine expedition. I imagine, Rock, are you going to leave ASAP to head towards the city?
Yeah, I think I am. Well, I need to head back to the other base anyways.
Right. Are you still taking Orion with you?
That's up to Orion at this point. I don't
I
know.
will go with him. But before I do, I'm going to ask Valet and Concern if we could repurpose these mines to booby trap that now emptied storage area that we were going to booby trap to begin with.
Over your radios, Concern comes on and says, Valet is an expert in demolitions. We'll salvage what we can here. We'll use our satchel explosives to take out the mine, but this is a boon, to be sure.
I'll also hand over the bag of grenades that M1 had. Might as well use them.
That's what we're talking about. We're gonna take all his mines and use them as a booby trap somewhere else.
Nice.
Orion, by the way, did you finish the thing for Torsay?
I did. I have all of the info I can give her. I'll give her an update when we get there.
All right. We'll likely split up when we get to the city, and I'll head in, and you head to Torsay then.
Yep.
All right. So, Orion and Rock, we end this session as the two of you leave your companions in the mine to set up the demolitions. You both head back to the mining camp. Your plan to rendezvous with Nose Tolerant, the engineer who is going to help you sabotage the city. And then CHIMERA and Astro, together with Valet and Concern, you split up, going various places within the mines, and start setting charges to take down the mine system. Valet kind of transmits various basically coordinates for areas inside the mine where you'll get the highest yield for the explosives. It does take some time. You have to go in and out a few times to collect explosives from the cargo carrier and take them inside. And afterwards, you are going to harvest the additional munitions from M1 to take and use in other defensive positions. The power for the mine was left undestroyed, so you are able to switch back on the artillery for the mine as you leave. As you
Okay.
have successfully set up your force trap for the coming Manticorp incursion, we're going to say goodbye to everyone with this success and say, see you next time.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. The next one.
Sure.
Later, guys.
See ya.